Mike, he'll get you right. Create a new life. It's a Realtor's life. With Coach Mike, he'll get you right. Create a new life.
Welcome to the Realtor Life Podcast, a part of BND TV's weekly lineup of shows. I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and CEO of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, also realtor and business coach. Thank you for joining us today. We have another phenomenal guest lined up for you. But before we bring them on, I want to remind you that we are streaming live to the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm business Facebook page and YouTube channel. So for those of you all tuning in, we invite you to participate in the show by sharing your comments and questions in the live chat. Your participation, your engagement means a lot to us. Now, if you have any real estate needs, whether it's buying a new house, selling your current property, or even considering a career in real estate, maybe you're exploring a new brokerage opportunity, stick around after the show. We have a very special message just for you. Now, let's go ahead and get to the exciting part. I am super delighted to introduce our special guest for today. She is a phenomenal agent here with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm. She is one of our newest agents. She's really been taking off with a storm. She's also a part of the 5-star team. She's out here killing it, man. So I can't wait for you all to hear her story and get to meet her as I've been able to meet her over this last year. I bring to the stage today, Miss Jermisha Smith.
Hello.
Jermisha, how are you doing today?
Doing great.
All right. So look, Jermisha, before we dive into the conversation, let me take a moment to share with you the motivation behind the show, right? With 20 years of experience in the real estate industry, I've noticed that our real estate professionals aren't always appreciated as they should be. You know, our clients, our customers, even sometimes our colleagues tend to overlook the fact that we are people too, people with layers, people with many passions, multifaceted personalities. So I want to create a platform to give real estate professionals like yourself the opportunity to showcase their diverse interests beyond real estate. And, you know, because we do some coaching, we may do a little bit of coaching to help everyone succeed that's paying attention. But I'm sure the audience is going to want to connect with you on social media. So before we get started, where can they find you? Which social media platforms do you participate in?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook is Jermisha Smith, and Instagram should be Realtor Jermisha. It's connected to my Facebook though, so
it's connected.
When I sent over, it's should be that.
So if somebody wants to engage with you, which one is it? Facebook. Is it Instagram? Facebook. That's the one you hang out at. That's where you play.
That's where I play. That's my playground.
I love it. All right. So like I said before, the Realtor Life Podcast it's a platform to really just showcase people's talents and passions outside of real estate. So I'm gonna start you off with the questions that I start off with all of our guests, and it's, what hobbies are you and your family a part of?
Currently, my husband and I are dedicated to ministry and also to football and cheer for our kids.
Okay, so ministry. Okay, so we'll start with ministry. So walk us through that. Like, what are the things that you and your husband work together on as it relates to ministry?
So we are both. I'm a minister. He's the co-pastor at Restoration of Souls Ministry, where we believe it is the church where deliverance happens. So we do a lot of bringing in lost, hurt, and confused, a lot of pouring out into other people to let them know that God is bigger than anything they've ever faced, and he'll never leave us nor forsake us. I love
it. So when did you all start working on that together?
In 2017.
Okay. All right. So it was 8 years now that you
can't believe it.
Working on it. Wow. So what are some of the amazing things? I know y'all are doing amazing things. What are some of the amazing things that you all are doing out here? And is it Houston, or where is it located?
We are in Houston, the Cypress area. but getting ready to do different things with the men, the women, and the children. So right now we're kind of positioning a calendar to kind of for the last half of the year to have some type of event to kind of bring more people in
Yeah.
and to pour more into others.
I love it. So what was it that sparked that? Like, what was it that brought you all to go full force into ministry like that?
It was literally God. And I know that sounds cliche. And I say it was God because it wasn't anything like we didn't have it on our mind, like we want to do this. We just wanted to be at a place where we could grow and get to know God more. And just from that very desire, it just stemmed into all of this. We literally started off like sitting in the back of the church.
Yeah.
I mean, like we just want to go. We'll sit in the back of the church. We just want to be there, hear the word, and leave.
Yeah.
Until it was like, okay, now y'all come to the front. And it was like, oh, we gotta sit at the front. So let's stand and pray and to be in agreement, be on the prayer floor. So I'm like, okay, God, this is not too much to, hey, you guys have been elevated to ministers. And it was like, what? How did that happen so quick? But I can honestly say it was God and God's timing and had to be what he wanted because I've never imagined this type of life.
Yeah.
And I truly enjoy it.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're getting a lot of fulfillment out of the connections that you've made so far.
Yes, and it's something like when you first started, I remember going to Bible study and like, man, these people got the words just flowing out of their mouths. And I remember saying like, man, I wish that was me. And now when I'm talking to people, stuff just start flowing. I'm like, God, I finally made it.
You didn't arrive.
Not yet. I still got a lot more to go, but I'm like, I'm glad I can have that type of conversation. And I know exactly, and also because, growing up, you always hear, at least growing up in the church, you hear like your grandparents say how good God is and how, he might not come when you want him, but he's always on time. And I just remember them saying that like, so how's it possible?
Yeah.
And now, that I'm growing and getting to know God for myself more and more, I see exactly how that happens. So I'm just thankful for the growth and the relationships that have been built in ministry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that was the word I was going to use. Like, it's all about growth. It seems that now you have this personal experience that you're able to walk out and have a deeper understanding of what everybody was talking about. The elders, everybody was talking about. So that's good. That's good. All right, so let's pivot. So you mentioned cheering football. So walk me through that. What's that about?
So my son has always been, and literally to this day, ever since he was probably about 3, he has to change clothes all day until whatever it is. Like if he's playing basketball, he got a jersey he got to put on. If he's playing football, he got a helmet and an outfit to put on for that. Everything is just all day change. So he finally got to the age to where he could get on a team.
Okay.
So
how old is your son?
He is 7, soon to be 8 in August, and my little girl, she is 8, soon to be 9 at the end of the month. Okay. So, just putting him in, it was him that really wanted to play, so we put him in. But when we were putting him in, she looked at the girls like, "Hey, I want to dance." So we put both of them in, and they have just been doing a phenomenal job. And I love the program because it's also like showing them different things that just waking up, walking around the house won't do. Showing them teamwork, showing them how to bond and connect with others and how other people come from different walks of life. And, we still distribute love and care for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is your first year in youth sports, your first exposure to youth, second year. Okay. So how has that experience been? The youth sports experience.
It, in the beginning, which was last year, I remember like them telling us about the the volunteer hours and stuff. And I was like, so when do we volunteer? We could volunteer anytime. What do y'all need me to do? And then when they told me, oh, during the games, I'm like, wait a minute. We coming to watch my baby play. So, and then they was like, well, you could do a game after. I'm like, after he played, we want to leave.
We leaving, yeah.
But it's been a lot to kind of like come together and figure out ways. Because I'm like, naturally, I'm a helpful person.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, let me find a way to give as much as I can outside of these hours, that way we can
Yeah.
be team players. Because I remember I said, man, I bet they looked in my face like, look at her. I look like a little baby, like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I
But
did not
I
want to be there.
enjoy seeing the kids. And I remember my little girl, her biggest thing was the heat.
Mm.
And I'm like, I feel you, baby. So I'm like, and then they was like, can you please tell your kids, they were talking to everybody not to complain about the heat. I remember picking her up, like, did you complain about the heat? She said, nope. The only thing I kept asking was what time we were leaving. I'm like, oh my goodness.
When is this over? She's like, when is this done?
But by the time for them to do the show off thing, I saw so much growth in her. I saw
Good.
like how passionate she was. And by then we were in the actual building, practicing and stuff. So
Mhm,
I could
mhm.
see, and they were all talking about how much she's grown and how, much of an asset she was to the team. And I think, that's kind of something that keeps her going.
I love it. I love it. So, how many games do they play? So, like, I have no frame of reference for youth football. We're a youth baseball family, so I and volleyball
Oh,
and track, but
so
not
they play about 7 to 8 games.
okay. Okay.
And then depending on like if they make it to the playoffs, so on and
Hmm.
so forth.
Yeah. And has your son, has he really enjoyed the experience?
So much. So much. Last year, their record wasn't so high.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I remember talking to my husband just about how much he loved the game
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and how much heart he have. And I'm like, the heart that he have, we can't teach it.
Right.
So even though, it's a chance we won't win this game, he's waking up super early, make me some eggs, mommy. They say I need eggs and some protein. I'm like, okay, so let me just get his stuff together, get his little breakfast and pray with him and,
Yeah.
let him go out and enjoy himself. And that's what he did every single time. Just
That's
enjoyed himself. He didn't care what the score was. He was happy
yeah.
to see his teammates and encouraging them as they encouraged him. So I
Yeah.
was like, well, that was good.
That's good, man. That's definitely good to hear, right?
Hmm.
And I can definitely connect with you on that youth sports and what it really teaches our kids and how it participates in their development. So that's awesome. All right, so let's talk a little bit about real estate. So, what was it that attracted you to get into this real estate space? Like, how long have you been licensed, and walk us through that journey?
I got licensed in 21.
Okay.
Um, I just always had a desire to help people, to guide people, into like another level. And I believe that's why it sticks with me so much, like the next level.
Mhm.
Anybody that's ever sat down and talked with me about any type of dream or desire, they usually like I take off before they do. I'm like, here, XYZ, and this is what we gonna do. And once you get here, we gonna come and help you with this part. Da da da. I
Yeah.
remember I sat down with somebody. She was saying she wanted to open up a cleaning business. So I just sat down, and before I knew it, I had made a flyer, called people, got appointments and everything else. And then she was like, "Wait, Jimmy, I don't think I really want it." So I'm like, "Well, goodness." So ASCAP got to help me with that a lot. I'm like, I be taking off, on people's dreams and stuff, and they still be in one spot.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
as far as opening up doors and stuff, it just does something, like, I don't know, it's some type of fulfillment that it gives me being able to assist somebody, because in real estate, I look at it as generational wealth.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
look at it as, like, I don't know, there's so many different layers to real estate and so broad, it could really be a game changer to a family.
Yeah.
So I remember when I bought my house, uh the feeling that I had of like not really being represented and not really really mattering, and how hard when I remember my realtor saying, "Girl, you will be a good realtor."
Yeah.
And she said, "You said you want to do it, but I can really see you doing it." Because I would, be making phone calls. And she's like, "You called him already?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's done, baby." She's like, "How?" I was like, "Oh, that was done. Like, what time you went to bed, baby?" I was working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she was like, "Wow, you would really be great for this."
Yeah. So okay, so that's close to 3 years you've been doing it. So how's the experience been for you so far?
It's been great. I really I remember like when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm gonna work here. And I was dedicated to just being there. And then when it was like God telling me, okay, it's time to make a move, how like Lloyd, I'm like, I want to just stay where I am and just grow and get to know more. But it was an obvious, like, okay, make this move now.
Hmm.
So making the moves, I thank God for real estate and all that it teaches. Each firm that I've been to, I've learned so much.
Hmm.
I've been able to grasp so much from it. And I've been able to see, like, my strengths, and find a way to kind of hone in on my strengths.
Yeah.
That way I can be a better realtor for whoever it is coming to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what? Okay, so now you've transitioned, right? So now you're a member of the 5 star team, right? You're a member of the J team. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your team and how you guys have been working and supporting one another and how that experience has been for you?
So being on the 5 star team is awesome, awesome,
Mhm.
awesome, awesome. I love that it is family oriented, as Brooks and Davis is. It's just like another piece of Brooks and Davis. I
Mhm.
love that it is family oriented. I love that I can call, whoever at any time, and be like, hey, I need assistance, and I can trust that I would get whatever assistance I need. I love that it is a bigger firm with little bitty compartments to make it one. I look at it as even like the body of Christ, right? Because, it's so many different pieces that make up one whole. And the one
Mhm.
whole is what makes it a unifying thing, which makes it to where, you don't have to worry about getting into a particular spot. You could just be whatever spot you are
Yeah.
and magnifying that area, and you could be great at whatever you're doing.
Love it, love it, love it. I love that. I love that illustration, Jamisha. It's like the body,
Hmm.
right? Like the body of
Hmm.
Christ. How we all the pieces work together and all the pieces are needed. So that's amazing. So do
Hmm.
you ever find yourself? How do you find yourself merging the two? Right. So you talked about ministry. You talked about youth sports. Like how do you find yourself merging real estate into those, or do you find yourself being able to merge?
I do. I always said I wouldn't be a person that just, if I'm in real estate, I'm not gonna just ponder people about God. If I'm, because I know how good He is, and I like to say, like, I shouldn't have to open up my mouth to say who I am.
Right.
A person should be able to say something different about her. And when I'm out about in youth football or whatever, you know, just the way I carry myself or bring a person, and they'll open up another door for them to say, hey, what about real estate or something? Or they always catch me on my laptop though, so it kind of gives it away. They're like, what are you doing? Can you put your laptop
Working.
down for a few minutes? And
Yeah.
I tell them like, hey, if it was you, would you want me to be working diligently? They was
Come
like,
on now.
yeah.
Come on now.
So
Gotta
they're
get
like,
this
well,
work in.
yeah. So I'm like, I always leave it, to where it's a natural thing. And I always make sure, everywhere I go that people know exactly who I am. I speak, I'm fluent about, who I am and how I do what I do.
I love it, man. So, what's been the most over these last 3 years? What's been the most exciting aspect of real estate, or what excites you now? What excites you about
Giving away these keys.
it?
Handing out these keys.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
remember I worked with a young lady. Well, she's actually in her 60s. She's retired.
Hmm.
And her whole thing was her daughter wanted to buy a house. So she was going to co-sign for her daughter.
Hmm.
Her daughter has some stuff she needs to, like, think more work history or whatever. So then she comes to me. She said, well, Jermisha, do you think I could do it? And I was like, do I think you could do it? She's like, yes. Like, of course you can. Like, I don't think so, Jermisha. 60 years, of that 40 years, I've always rented a house and taken good care of the house. And, this is the most, even my family ever experienced was
Mm.
renting. And
Yeah,
this is how, and I realized so many people are in the same boat.
yeah,
And she's retired. She's like, if I couldn't do it while I was working, I
yeah.
definitely can't do it now. But I'm like, you could have did it while you were working, and you can do it now. And she was in Florida. So I remember talking with her, getting to know her. And of course, like, her being away was obviously like a barrier. But
Right.
I had told myself I wouldn't allow it to be a barrier that keep her
Mm.
from doing it. I would
Yeah.
always call her, check in on her, let her know that she has this. And I remember the first time when we went under contract, she was like, I looked at her face, I said, why aren't you excited? She was like, I'm old school. I'm excited when I get the keys. And I'm like, okay, okay. I can stay with you there, whatever I said, but God is going to do it. I remember her walking in and praying over her home that, she hadn't even received the keys for yet,
Yeah.
all the way into the first day when we opened after we closed and signed. When she unlocked the door, she walked in and she welcomed God in first.
Wow.
And she said, God, you're the first occupant here. And I'm so thankful and grateful for you even seeing this something that I can obtain.
Yeah.
And because of that, also her daughters are looking to do the same thing at an earlier age.
Yeah.
So that's something that excites me, allowing people to see like you can and you will,
Yeah.
and I don't mind obstacles and whatever type of barriers, because I ask God to help me overcome whatever it is. That way I could be a good fit. Of course, I know I'm not for everybody, but for
Mhm.
those people I am for, I ask God to just lead me and guide me for them.
Absolutely, man. That is such a beautiful story, Jermisha. And I mean, you can see definitely, I know I can see it, and the audience can feel like your passion and your love and your care to really impact not just, like you mentioned, not just that young lady, but
Mhm.
those that are coming from after her, right? So now she's
Mhm.
been the model. She's offered a new frame for her entire family. I mean, it's legacy building. So, and you're a steward, you're a conduit to be able to achieve that, and you really embrace it. I love it. I love it. So what are, challenges, like what are some challenges, and it could be career, it could be life, but what are some challenges that you don't mind sharing with the audience today that maybe we can
Full
discuss?
transparency, I want to be everything for everybody.
Everything, right? That's what
Because
Paul
whatever
said.
you
Then
need me to
Paul,
be. And I put myself on the back burner so many times because I'm always like, I know I can get to wherever I need to be whenever I need to be there at the right time. And I'm
yeah,
a firm believer of what you make happen for others, got to make happen for you.
absolutely.
So I do my best to, if somebody asks me, I'm like, okay, what can I do?
Yeah, yeah,
How can we get there? Hey, this all you need. Here you go. Somebody was talking to me and said, girl, you just like a ball of like information. I was like, God just has allowed me, and this through different trials and tribulations that I've dealt
absolutely.
with, that's allowed me to see, you know, different solutions firsthand.
Yeah,
So I'm thankful. And I remember like going through different things like, God, I used to say, why me? And then I started to remember, like, why not you?
yeah,
Like, why not you, girl?
yeah,
What are
yeah,
you, what make you think everything's supposed to be perfect for you? What makes you think, everything's supposed to just flow? How could you help other people? How
yeah,
could you really connect if you don't really know?
yeah.
So I'm just thankful for that.
So how is it challenging though? Like how has that become a challenge? You being
Because
all things to all
sometimes I
people.
do know that and I have to tell myself, like, let me get out of God's way. Somebody asking, you might say, oh, I need 500 or whatever. And I'm like, here you go.
No.
And it's like, what about you? Like
Yeah,
now that you did this for them, how are they gonna get to God? Like
right.
you have to be careful and be sensitive and discern. And that's what I'm thankful that God's been showing me, discernment and enhancing that skill more than ever. And then just being like pulled here, pulled there, thinking that everything is for you to do when it's not always for you to do.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I do come up with solutions for sure, but
yeah.
just because I come up with a solution don't necessarily mean that's what I need, that's what that person needed at that time.
Right, right. So you just had to pause. You just need
Mhm.
to insert a pause
That's what
before
a
just
pause for the
pause.
cause.
Yeah. Just pause. Well, good. It really looks like you kind of sat and reflected through all of that, and now you're moving towards uh, a growth, right? Growth in that
Mhm.
area, right? We're not looking for perfection. We're just looking for progress.
Just
It
progress.
looks like you're making some good progress.
Yeah.
Well, look, before we wrap things up, man, I really want to express my gratitude. You've been an incredible guest, and I really appreciate you for joining us today, sharing your valuable insights. Your presence here has really made the episode truly special. Before I let you go, though, finally, do you have any parting words or advice that you'd like to share with the audience? Maybe, or even maybe something that we didn't mention that you would like to share?
Just want to encourage people, that the right time to buy real estate is now, and not to allow anybody or anything to keep you from the things that that you've been promised, and not just in real estate, in life in general, not to give up, that you've already truly, truly, truly outlived every single bad day. You'll outlive this one as well. Keep on pushing, growing, and trusting God.
I love it. Great job. Well, look, man, thank you so much, Jermisha. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today. And I know the best is yet to come. You got amazing things in store that you're going to be experiencing. So everybody's going to be checking you out on Facebook for all the great things you got coming down the pipeline.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you
Absolutely.
guys for being who you are.
Absolutely. Well, look, she was an amazing guest as promised. Make sure you all go and connect with her on Facebook. Make sure you go and connect with her on Instagram. She has an amazing story, as you all have heard. And again, I really believe it. She's going to do some amazing, phenomenal things as she continues to progress, not just in real estate, but even through her ministry and through her experience with youth sports with her son and her daughter. So thank you so much, Jermisha. Before I let you all go, just want to give you some updates on what we have coming down the pipeline, as I always do this week. I'd like to start off with BND TV. That's our digital programming. We always start BND TV off with our Monday Night Live. And that's where we go live with myself as well as my co-host, Mr. Prime Real Estate Rick. It's a live call-in show, and we handle everyone. We answer people's questions, true questions, live questions. We had a great show on yesterday where we really were able to touch upon some amazing topics as it related to brand new agents, as it related to work-life balance. I know we spoke about that, as well as follow-up after open houses, right? So those are the two questions that we fielded on yesterday, and I believe we had some great responses. So make sure you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to BND TV, so you can see that yesterday's episode and any other past episodes for all of our digital programming. All right, you've just experienced the Realtor Life podcast. Like I said, Jermisha did an amazing job, and you too can be a guest. All you have to do is scan the QR code that's on the screen, complete the guest questionnaire, and we want to have you on the show as well. You have a story to tell. People want to hear it. I know there are things that you do outside of real estate that you're passionate about, that you enjoy, and our audience wants to hear that. So we want to definitely have you on board, and you can share that with us as well. All right, in about an hour and a half, we're going to be going live with our Realtor Happy Hour Live. It is a show that we are super excited about doing every week. We do them on Tuesdays at 2:30, where we bring the team together. We have special guests where we discuss things that are trending social media wise, current events, real estate industry related topics, along with some real estate advice to consumers and realtors. It's real estate professionals talking about randomness. The best part of the show is that the audience has the opportunity to get on screen with us and share their thoughts as well. It's a lighthearted show. The topic that we're going to be discussing here in about an hour and a half is, can average men afford to date modern women? Right? So if you want to be a part of the conversation, you log on, make sure that you be a part of the conversation. I think we have in parentheses, if you can't pay $200 to $400 on a date, then you should go home. Well, that is going to be an interesting conversation, and we want you to be a part of it. All right. Also, finally, as a part of the Brooks and Davis family of shows, digital programming, it's Thursdays at 12 p.m. It's the Prime Real Estate Network. It's a podcast, a real estate talk show that's hosted by author, serial entrepreneur, and co-founder of Brooks and Davis real estate firm, Larry W. Brooks, along with professional realtor and real estate investment expert, Mr. Rick Davis. The show delivers no hype education and expert perspective in a fast-paced, entertaining style. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the Prime Real Estate Network YouTube channel. There's a new episode released every week, so be sure to subscribe today. In addition to those, our shows on our Brooks and Davis channel, we also have the Houston Real Estate channel, which is powered by Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm. Go right now and subscribe to this channel. It is an amazing resource and tool that you can use for those that are relocating to Houston or relocating within Houston. It's a comprehensive guide to exploring the vibrant neighborhoods of Houston, as well as the surrounding areas. So we're talking about Sugarland, we're talking about Pearland, we're talking about Manville, right? We also have some of the master plan communities like Bridgeland and Pomona, some custom builders like Cityside Homes and Oracle Homes. So it's a comprehensive guide amongst all things that talks about the big thing that people always mention when it comes to real estate, and that's location, location, location. So you don't have to go anywhere else to find out about the different locations in and around the city of Houston. We talk about housing opportunities. We talk about parks. We talk about recreation. We talk about restaurants. We talk about history. Everything that you need to know about these areas, we jump into it on the Houston Real Estate channel, and it's multiple areas that we discuss. So make sure you go and subscribe today. You don't want to be the one to miss out. And then now we're super excited. We've just introduced this. We just launched it after our last town hall meeting, and it is our money back guarantee. So you know how realtors, they join real estate brokerages and they don't get the results that they expect, right? Well, at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, we now have a tailored service. We offer a tailored service to our real estate professionals, and it is backed by 2 money back guarantees. So what does that mean? You know, there are expenses that are associated with getting into this business. There are expenses to the broker, there are expenses to the association, there are expenses for the commission, right? For some of the tools that you're going to use that you're going to have to pay up front before you close any deal. So what we've decided is we're so confident in our process, in our system of development, and how we train our agents that we're willing to put our money where our mouth is. So what that means is that you can join Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, and if you haven't closed a transaction in 90 days, we'll refund you your money, right? If you haven't closed a transaction in a year, not only will we refund you your money that you paid to Brooks & Davis, we'll refund you money that you've paid to other organizations or for other tools, right? Make sure you go to the link so you can get additional details, so you can learn more about it. But the one thing that I know is I don't know any other brokerage firms that are offering you a guarantee of giving you your money back if it doesn't work out being a part of their brokerage firm. We're super serious about it, and we're super excited about the fact that we're now able to share our money back guarantee with the world. All right, another thing we're super excited about is our World Changers community. And this is something, it's not for Brooks & Davis agents. This is for others, other people that want to be connected. They want to connect. They want to collaborate, right? You can be licensed, or you can be pursuing a career in real estate. What it really is it allows you the ability to unlock the full potential of your real estate career. You become a part of this membership. You're now joining a supportive family where you can grow, you can innovate, you can be recognized. We embrace diversity, and we reshape real estate with impactful solutions for all communities. Make a difference by engaging in your local initiatives for a brighter future. Elevate your education beyond transactions and prepare for success, including acing the real estate exam. Enjoy accessibility and easy collaboration within our vibrant real estate community. And here's the best part. It won't cost you a dime. The only investment required is your time. The rest is on the house. It is absolutely 100% free. Now, are you ready to soar? Come on now, man. Join us and let's make your real estate journey unforgettable. It's real easy to get connected. If you already have a real estate license, we invite you to explore the World Changers community by visiting the link on the screen. You'll be able to go there and learn more about it. Also, if you're in the process of obtaining a real estate license, or maybe you're interested in getting your real estate license, you too can still discover this opportunity, this exclusive opportunity that's right here for you with our Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm student affiliate membership. Again, visit the link on the screen for more details. I'm super thrilled to be able to share all of these things with you. Our money back guarantee, our World Changers community, our real estate student affiliate membership, because we know that they perfectly align with your interests and goals. So join us today in shaping the future of real estate. And then finally, stay in the loop by following us on LinkedIn for industry insights. Follow us on Instagram for behind the scenes fun. Connect with us on Facebook for lively discussions, as well as visit us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive video content. Join the community. Search Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm on any one of those platforms. Hit the follow, subscribe button. You don't want to be the one that misses out on the latest updates and exciting content. So do it today. We will see you there. With that being said, so again, want to say thank you to our special guest, Ms. Jermisha Smith, for coming on. She did a phenomenal job as it relates to the Realtor Life podcast. She had a great story to share. Again, if you are looking to get your real estate license, if you already have your license, If you're looking to buy a home, if you're looking to sell a home, if you're considering making a change in brokerage firm, stay on right after the show. We have a very special message for you. With that being said, this has been another episode of the Realtor Life Podcast. I'm your host, Michael G. Davis, broker and real estate coach, right? Looking forward to coaching you into the cosmos. It's time to take off, baby. Make it a great one.
Hey there, if you're in the midst of a real estate journey, whether you're buying, selling, getting licensed, or already licensed, this video is just for you. I've got some outstanding news to share, so stick around. Considering buying a home? We're here to help. We offer, at no cost or commitment, to schedule a showing for any property in the Houston Metroplex. When you choose our firm, we'll be with you every step of the way, guiding you through the process. Want to learn more? Visit our website or give us a call at the number shown. If you're thinking about selling your home, we've got some great services to offer, again at no cost or commitment. We can provide a free neighborhood buying and selling activity report, showing you the recent market activity in your area. We also offer a free in-person property condition home evaluation, where one of our professionals will provide recommendations to help sell your home faster and for more money. When you choose our firm to sell your home, we'll ensure it reaches more active home buyers than any other realtor. To learn more about this, visit our website or give us a call at the number shown. Unlock the full potential of your real estate career by becoming a part of our free membership. Join our supportive family where you can grow, innovate, and be recognized. Embrace diversity as we reshape real estate with impactful solutions for all communities. Make a difference by engaging in local initiatives for a brighter future. Elevate your education beyond transactions and prepare for success, including taking the real estate exam. Enjoy accessibility and easy collaboration within our vibrant real estate community. And here's the best part, it won't cost you a dime. The only investment required is your time, the rest is on the house. Are you ready to soar? Join us now and let's make your real estate journey unforgettable. If you're in the process of obtaining or interested in getting your real estate license, discover the exclusive opportunities waiting for you with the Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm Student Affiliate Membership. Visit the link on the screen today. If you already have a real estate license, we invite you to explore the World Changers community. Take the next step in your journey by visiting the link you see on the screen. Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, your trusted partner in real estate.